Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Episode 2 of the Vanilla Megabase series. Electronics just finished, so I'm going to rush now to Automation 2 so that we can make the assembly machine 2s, which we need to produce a few of the components. Particularly what I'm interested in is making yellow inserters automatically for green science packs. Now, you might be thinking that, actually I'm going to shut this off. I think well, not shut it off, but I'm going to reduce the number of machines making coal because I'm starting to get a lot of coal piled up. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Pick up my iron. We could drop a couple more drills here. There we go. Because it seems hard to have too much iron, especially in the early game. Okay, and I got plenty of copper. So let's refill our supply makers here. There we go. I'm going to keep the ammo coming as well. 4 plates. All right, so we'll get 25 ammo for every stack of plates. And then, of course, we want to keep making belts. Well, I've got a few hundred now. That ought to last us for a while. And we're doing good there, too. Okay, and then let's check on power. We are fine with power. And we can see now that our radar is starting to expose some area farther out from what we could see initially, so that's good. We'll start to get a picture of where the other resource patches are and start to reveal the enemy bases. So what I'd like to do next is get a jump start on red and green science and making some supplies that we'll use for the rest of the base. And to do that, I am going to borrow a design from Nilaus. Now, if you watch much Factorio Let's Play, I'm sure you've heard of Nilaus. If you haven't, I think you should definitely check out his channel. He's, in my opinion, he's probably the best. I mean, I'm going to exclude myself from this comparison, okay, out of humility, but I would say that he's probably the best Factorio YouTuber out there. He comes up with great designs. He explains things pretty well, so definitely check him out. And he's got this blueprint for this Jumpstart base, and I love this thing. I wish I had done this myself, but essentially what it is you just feed it some copper ore and iron ore. You can see it's not very big. It's fairly easy to make in the early game. And it gives you red and green science. It gives you some green circuits, some belts, ammunition, inserters, all the stuff that you need early on to get your base started. So thank you, Nilaus. I'm going to use this. And actually I did, at one point I spent some time trying to come up with my own version of it, but, because I like to keep things as original as possible in my series, but I had a hard time coming up with anything better than what he had already done. So I'm going to use his design and, give credit where credit is due. All right. So I'm going to clear some trees so I can make room for this thing. I think it would be ideal to have it here, like essentially have it here in the middle, going north. So I think what I'll do is start replacing this stuff with the Jumpstart base. I'm going to let science proceed because I do need the assembler 2 for this blueprint. He's got it set up with all blue assemblers, but we can start making most of the stuff with the level 1s. All right, so let's just cut down some trees and clear some space. While I'm doing that, I'll start converting some of this wood into wood panels or wood boards, which is what we need for for making power poles. That's going to be my main use of wood for some time. And then once we have a lot of power poles, we're not going to use wood for anything for a long time. Or for the rest of the game, really. That's an issue with wood. It's useful at the beginning, and then once you get to steel power poles, you really don't need it for much of anything anymore, unless you use a lot of wood chests or something. You can burn it for fuel. I'm going to need another axe. You can use it for fuel, but you know, by the time you're at the point where you don't need it from power poles, you're producing a lot of power, and it depletes itself very quickly. But I think in this playthrough, I will use it for fuel. I'm not going to use it for. You can also use it to power your trains and stuff, but you get a speed penalty, or not a penalty, but you get higher speeds from your vehicles using other sources of fuel, even coal. Well, let me see. Does coal give you more speed? I think it does, but I could be wrong. All right, so actually, now that I think about it, if I put I'm going to want to start putting my smelting columns here, since that's where my copper and iron is. So maybe, let's see if we can fit the Jumpstart base over here. Yeah, actually it looks like it fits nicely in here. Let's move this up a bit. No, I like it right here. All right. Okay, and then we just start laying things down. So this is for coal, I believe. I'm going to make a few of these splitters, since we use coal on both of these lines. Whoops, I think that went like that. Right. Okay, so this one is for copper. And this is for iron. Okay, so we'll put in the power poles, and we'll get started on the smelting portion of it. And then we can start to dismantle some of these you know, the stuff that we have put together with burner inserters. All right, I'm going to start making a bunch of inserters. Whoops. Okay, I messed that up. I have to be careful. I didn't place all my power poles yet. Let's get all the power poles in first, and that way we can just drag the furnaces. There we go. And over here for the copper. And he's also got a few lights in there, so let's craft some more lights. Ah, lovely. Okay, any lights up here? Yes. One there, one there, one there. And I need more power poles for those. There we go. Okay, nice. And I have my splitter. Okay, so coal comes in here, and then the coal gets shared with both sides. All right, so let's start putting in some inserters. These will take coal and ore off of the belt on the right, and it will deposit the plates on the belt on the left. And I need to start crafting more of these. A lot more. And then we flip it around. Oh no, we don't flip it around for copper. Okay. Okay, and then I need to start making mining drills. I'll just make all of them that I can. All right, let's get some more plate. This one's mined out. All right, and I have plenty of copper plate still, so I'm not going to bother taking any more there. I think we're still doing fine on belts. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, that's still going. And yeah, I'll put in a few more stacks for more belts. Okay, so how are we doing on stone here? Yeah, we still need more. And actually we can speed this up by adding another drill. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this column of miners dedicated to the power plant. I want to try to keep the power and the mining coal separate, or not the mining, but the smelting coal. Because I want to make sure that we always have enough coal for power as a priority. Of course, we could use priority splitters for that. That's what they're for, right? But I'll just do it like this for now. Okay, so this will start to feed some coal. And then we need some copper. Let's make a few more underground belts. Okay. So to start with, I'll just put, I'll put 6 for copper. We're going to need more, but I just want to have enough here to get this started. Okay, so that'll give us the copper. And then we need some iron as well. So let's get some power run over to the iron patch. All right, and I'm going to start picking up these drills. I'll leave the furnaces so that they can finish smelting whatever's inside there already. All right, and let's start getting this stuff cleaned up. Okay, let's do steel next. Yeah, good. And we should be able to get a decent amount of iron from these little patches here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 4 on one side. I need to get some more on the inside of the belt. Whoops. And let me make a couple more of these. There. Okay, and the iron belt is going to go there. Okay. There. Okay, let's power these up. There. And I'm going to make a couple of turrets as well, so that we can cover these areas with some defenses. All right, so I'll just put one right there. That'll help cover this area. And then I'll put one over here for the copper. Okay. And then we can start picking up all these furnaces. Okay, I'm full, so let's... all right, temporarily, I'm going to make some spaghetti here. There. Okay, and we'll get rid of some of that ore that I'm holding. Some of the copper, or coal rather. There we go. And I've got some copper ore as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let this run. In the meantime, we need to start crafting some of these assembly machine 2s. Ugh. You know what? Let's get the green circuit machine here running. That'll help us out a lot. All right, give me one more. Okay. Just having green circuits automated will make things so much easier. All right, and then there's one here that makes gears. Let's get that one going too. See, we can build this up in stages, and you know, like I said, once you get this stuff automated, so now we don't have to do anything, right? We don't have to feed it with plates, and we can start to tear all this down. Okay, and I'm still working on steel processing. That's another one I want to get done so that I can... Ooh, 1, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, we want to keep that going. And then science production is going to be next. Okay, so now I can just grab stacks of gears and circuits. Let's get the rest of these power poles put in. Okay, and then we can start crafting some more of these assembly machine 2s. When we have gears and circuits in our inventory, they're very easy to make quickly. And let's make a few more wooden chests. Okay, so we'll get our ammo factory started. Let's check on our power again. All right, we're getting close to our limit on power. So we'll have to we'll have to consider expanding on that here pretty shortly. All right, and that chest is already limited, which is fantastic. Okay, and then this is going to be for red science. Now these he's got as assembly machine 1s, and then assembly machine 2s on the green. So I think that these should really be assembly machine 2s. Or they could all be assembly machine 1s. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's do that instead. Because we don't have a lot of resources here, so it's going to be hard to... It's going to be hard to be making 45 per minute science packs with this little startup base. Okay, so let's get red science first. Grab some more circuits and gears. Okay, and then I'll come down here and pick up this stuff. It served us well up until now. I mean, we actually got quite a lot of science done just in the first part of the game. Okay, I think I do need to keep these power poles in place, and I'll leave that stuff there. I'll leave the turret there to protect our radar. Okay, and then we can put in the first pair of labs. Okay, and then I think we just need some underground belts to get this going. That'll get the copper plates. And that'll give us the gears. Okay, let's make a couple more labs. And anytime I see that I'm starting to handcraft green circuits, that's when I know I need to go and grab more stuff. Okay, there's 2 more labs. All right, steel is done. That's awesome. I need to get some iron plates. And let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. I'm just going to start making a handful of steel plates so that I can make a steel pickaxe. Okay. Yeah, so let's double our power again. So I'll make 2 more boilers, 1, 2, 3, 4 steam engines. Okay, and then, oh great, we have 2 more labs already. I'm not sure if we're making science packs fast enough to feed all of these labs, but I'll just keep adding labs until we're not accumulating anything at the end of the belt anymore. I'm not sure if this will support that many labs or not, but we'll see. Okay, and then I'm going to need a small section of pipe because we need to create a space every 2 boilers so that we can fit our power poles in between. Oops, there we go. And 2 more burner inserters. we just extend the belt of coal. And we'll throw in some lights. Actually, let's put the lights on the other side. Okay, and we've just doubled our power. And since I'm here, let's do that again. And this way we'll save ourselves another trip in the near future. You know, why double something when you can triple it? And then I'm gonna, since I'm adding a lot more power production, I think we should add a couple more mining drills to our fuel supply. Let's see, 1, 2, there we go. Okay, we'll put it there. Okay, now we can make heavy armor once we have some steel. Okay, yeah, we need a lot of steel for that. Let's do walls. That should go fairly quickly with the number of labs that we have, and it looks like we need yet more labs. So let's craft a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say. All right, 5, 6. Let's just finish this off. Okay, yeah, stone walls finished spectacularly quickly. We can do bullet damage. I usually prioritize bullet damage over bullet speed, because with bullet damage, you can do more damage without using more ammo. With bullet speed, I mean, you also do more damage, but you also use up your ammo more quickly. So that's why if I have to choose between one or another, I go with damage first. Okay, let's get this part enabled. Okay, so now we're going to start feeding green circuits. Oops. Let's see. And this is just a minor change I'm making myself, just so we can put excess. We can put excess green circuits. Well, no, I don't need that because I'm already putting them in a box down there, right? Yeah, so actually we don't need that part of the belt. I'm guessing that Nilaus extended that thinking that he would need the circuits further down the line, but then ended up not needing them. Okay, so now this is going to feed the green science production. Give myself some more lights. Okay, bullet damage is done. All right, and now we're able to do all of the red and green science. I'm going to do energy distribution first, and I know it seems strange to do that. Or maybe I should do military 2 first. No. I want to do energy distribution first. And the reason is that I want to craft a few large power poles as soon as I can, so that I can use those to help space things out for the design of the rest of the base. All right, so I'll put a turret. I think I'm going to need 2 turrets over here. I'll put one there. And I've got plenty of ammo now, which is great. I'm still going to be somewhat stingy with it, which is why I'm not putting full stacks in these turrets. Okay. There we go. All right, and my steel plates are done. Actually, you know what? Let's leave those. Let's grab some more iron and do that again. Ew. Looks like I'm using all the iron that's available already. Okay, so what we can do... I mean, I do have capacity to make more iron plates. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'll put another couple furnaces here. And then I'll just put these into chests. So this will be for my... I'll limit those to 2 each. Let's go with 4 each. 3 each. There. So this will be my my personal iron plate stash. Yeah, because I need another one of those. And we'll put this turret back over here. All right, and this way I can make a few more steel plates. Okay, and all right, I need iron. Why am I not doing any research? Oh. Okay. I was missing an inserter. Now we can get the research done. All right, and I'm going to steal some gears and circuits before they start getting eaten up too fast. We can also gobble up some of these inserters. Let's check our power consumption. Looks like we're doing well. Let's check our map. Still no biter bases. That's great. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of stone. Okay. This patch will probably last us until the end of the game. Okay, so I think we're in good shape. We'll be able to get pretty far with this setup. We can keep doing research. More importantly, I would say, is that we're making inserters and belts. Speaking of which, I will take a few more stacks. We're making inserters, belts, and green circuits that we can use to start to build up the rest of the base. So yeah, so I really like this design. It's awesome. It really helps get a nice smooth start without too much work, and that'll make the rest of the build go a little bit more quickly until we get to the point that we can build a mall that's making all sorts of different supplies. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.